I start talking about the review and optimize session, I will talk about the most important part, which is the setting part. There's several settings about this software. The first one is general tab. We can set the length unit and decimal digits about the software. And for other settings, I simply check every boxes. The second tab is the length tab. If we are using any targets within the cloud data, we can set a tolerance for the target error calculation. This is the target error. If we have one of the setup which able to visualize 3 black and white target or severe target, it will show you the value of the target error. The second option is auto severe target diameter. If we have checked the box using the auto severe target function, I recommend all of you to fill the diameter of the severe target so that the machine can easily calculate the center of the sphere. The appearance part about this setting is the setting about the length we can visualize within the review and optimize section. These solid lines will present in green, yellow, and red in colors, depending on the tolerance we set about its accuracy. So I have set it, if the tolerance is within 15 millimeters, the length will show green in color. If the accuracy of the length is in accuracy between 15 millimeters to 20 millimeters, it will show yellow. And if the error is larger than 20 millimeters, it will show red in color. And the third type I would explain is the cloud-to-cloud part. This is the setting part about if we have checked the box auto cloud function, what is actually happening between the registration progress. The first one is mass iteration. When the software is doing the registration progress, it will automatically compare setup by setup between the amount the point counts, between two setup, the point counts between two setup. And how many times it will compare. This is the value 100. We can set the range from 1 to 10,000. Yep. And the higher the value you set, it will take more time for the software to process. The second function is the search radius function. The software will automatically search for common features between 2 point counts. And once it finds some common features, it will search for more common features around the common features. And what is the distance it will search for? This is the search radius. And you can adjust the value if you want to search for more details of common features. And the higher the value you set, it will take more time for you for the software to calculate. The third option is the mass point density. Register 360 will not use 100% of the point count data for calculating the registration progress, and it will only use a percentage of point count from 1 to 1,000. And I'm now setting 200, which is about 20% of the point count. And you can set the value if you want to have a more accurate registration progress. The last one is normal threshold. The Register 360 will automatically identify different surfaces. And for those noise data, the software will automatically eliminate them. And this is the value 1 to 100 is about how tough the software will eliminate the identified noise data. 1 is the toughest. Yeah. Is there any questions so far? So let's proceed to the review and optimize session. On the left-hand side of the review and optimize session, it will show all the setup as well as bundle about our data. Now I'm selecting a bundle, one bundle. A bundle is the connection of all setup with links. And you can see in the right-hand side the performance on the formation of the bundle. It is now with bundle error 1 millimeters. And if I select one setup, it will show the point count value, number of point counts within this setup. And it will show all the links connecting with each setup. If I'm selecting a link, it will show me the relationship about the links. It is connecting between setup 1 and setup 2 for link 1. And it will show me the software will show me the formation of this link between two setups. And the bundle error is the average of all links within the bundle. Within the map view, we can select or deselect some function to present within the map view. Like I can hide the cloud data, I can hide the links, or I can hide the setup. I can also change the color of the presenting point count from true color, intensity, and grayscale, and also color by setup. So this is the 3 color of each setup, 3 separate color, 3 different color of each setup. I will usually zoom in and check if they are aligning perfectly with each other. And at the left bottom of the map view, we can change the view from side map view to other view. The side map view is the view visually vertically from top to bottom in a 2D view, and I can change to a setup cloud. This is similar to view 360, the 360 view of the view 360. We are positioning ourselves at the position of the setup and rotating ourselves. And this is also the view overlaying panoramic image and point count data together. We can turn off the panoramic image within this view, and these are the cloud data. If I zoom in, you can see there are actually dots and dots, points and points. And we can use the measure distance tools to do some measurements within this view. And it will show you the coordinates of the 2 points and also the distance between 2 points. And yeah, it will show the slope distance, horizontal distance, and also the difference in X, Y, Z. This is the bundle cloud. Bundle cloud is the view of the whole bundle. I will usually use the orbit tools to travel around within the 3D space. If I'm clicking the left click of the mouse, I will select one of the points within the point cloud, and I can rotate the point cloud about the selected points. And I can zoom in or out using the wheel of the mouse. And if I'm using the right click, I can drag the whole 3D point cloud. There is also other views, other tools assisting users to travel around within the 3D space, and you can try it next time when you're using the software. And I will now show you the selection tools. This is one of the tools assisting users to clear some unwanted data. The selection tools have rectangular shape, circular shape, and also polygonal shape for users to select some features that you want to delete or keep. For example, I'm using the rectangular shape to select these data because these data are outside of the window, that I don't want to keep them. I simply select them and select delete inside, and I also have function select delete outside. And in this situation, I will select the function delete inside, and they will automatically disappear. If I found that I have deleted the data incorrectly, I can right-click a setup and restore the deleted points. But once I press this button, it will restore everything, but not like the undo button. Okay? And usually when we are scanning, we usually ask everyone to leave the scanning area so that there will not have that much noise within the cloud data. And if you are trying to clear noise data, you will find that the selection tools is not enough for clearing all noise data, because in this situation, for example, when I'm trying to clear this chair from the cloud data, if I'm using the selection tools, you will notice if I select this chair, I will accidentally and incorrectly removing some useful data, for example the floor and some background data. In this situation, I will need a function called limit box. I will use the function called create quick limit box. Limit box is a function to create a 3D box within the 3D space. Before I press the create quick limit box function, I can decide the size of the limit box here. For example, 1 meter. And I simply press the chair I want to delete, and you can see it now forms a 3D box without selecting other data. And I can adjust the box using my mouse, and I'm also pressing the control button now, and I can rotate the view. And as you can see, if I'm moving the mouse, it will highlight the surface I'm pointing at. It will only show me the free surface which is close to me, And if I'm pressing the Shift button now, I can select the surface. I can select the other three surfaces. And now I'm selecting the ground surface. Yep, I'm pressing the Shift button and I'm selecting the ground layer. And I can adjust the size of the box. Like I'm now not selecting anything about the ground. Yep. And I guess I'm now successfully selecting the chair without any important data at the background. And I will use the selection tools, select the chair. And I will press delete inside. Now you can see the chair is removed, but since I only have one scan about this area, and there is still a hole within the point cloud, but if you have two scans about the chair, you can have the data about the fall. And limit box and selection tools are the two main functions if you want to remove any noise data. Once you think you have cleared all the noise data and you are appreciated with the remaining cloud data, you can proceed to the next stage, the finalized stage. In the finalized stage, there's nothing much you can do. You simply check the accuracy about the bundle and you press accept. And you have to press the accept twice to proceed to the next stage. Here is the report page. The report page has two functions. The first function is the report option. It will show the information about the bundle